my speech will be about my life as track and field. Track and field to me is a very fast-paced sport. I mean, sometimes certain races you go slow. Some are more about strength, some more about accuracy. But I'm mainly going to focus on my main experience. This story is called 9 Years in the Fast Lane. So I started when I was 3 years old. I remember watching one of my grandma's friends run, and I was like, that's amazing. I had no words at the time because I could barely speak. So I remember I would just tug on her arm or something, say, track. And she would be like, you want to run? I was like, yeah. So eventually, what happened is I went to a track team. They're called the Jamaican Flyers. At first, I was nervous. I thought I wasn't going to be able to run until my grandma agreed with the coach that as long as she's right there with me, that I have an adult or one of my parents right there, since he has so many kids, as long as they make sure I'm okay, then I could run. I was extremely happy. I started like giggling, laughing, and I remember the first time we do this thing, shortest or slowest in the front, tallest and oldest and fastest in the back. I would take off as fast as I can, then I just see teenagers fly by me. That kind of dented my confidence, but I knew that I had to strive to get better. So eventually I said, okay, it's time for a change. I need to become better. After my first couple of track meets, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, because each time I would come across that line crying because everybody else was 7 and 8 years old, and I was like 3 and 4. I was a midget. That's what they called them, because they didn't have a classification for me. But eventually I got a little bit better, a little bit faster, stronger as the years went on. And when I hit 7 and 8, those were my golden years. I qualified for 1600, which is a mile race, extremely important to me. Didn't make that. But I qualified for 800 meter, which is half of a mile. I qualified for that, and I went on to the Junior Olympics held in Houston. I was extremely excited. My grandma was like, you nervous? I'm like, honestly, I am extremely nervous. But, I mean, you just got to run with it. I mean, you just got to do whatever you need to do to get past that line. And I remember everybody telling me, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose as long as you give it your best. That they would not be mad, but be kind of frustrated if I didn't try, because then it would be all of my work wasted for nothing. But then, eventually after that, that's when everything went downhill. I remember I had a shoulder injury, 2 shin splints, then that's when my knee was fractured. Doctor never told us anything, so I'm running on it. And then I go back, they say, the knee is healing up nicely. We were all confused. Then when we found out, I was like in the car screaming at myself for not stopping when I knew that the pain was too bad, or not stopping when I knew that I had enough. I was actually kind of mad at myself for pushing myself harder than I knew that I could have gone. Then after that, I thought all was healed. It was still healing, even to this day. Then after that, my Achilles tendon, this part of your foot and your ankle, that started hurting. So my coach enrolled me into this field event, which was my first one, called shot put. That's where you toss they said 6-pounder, but it's not. It's an 8-pound steel or metal solid ball into the air, and you have to see where you land. I made it to qualifications. I was extremely excited. I saw one of my friends that I met along the way there, and so we both promised that we would see each other in the finals. So we were both trying as hard as we can, throwing as hard and strong as we can. We were both in group 2. I threw a 26 and a 28. He threw a 26 and a 27. This one guy threw a 33. And then the ref called, there was only one person that made it from group 2. He obviously was the one that made it. So I was like, oh gosh. They said that he was the person that made it, so that's when I actually cried, because I was so close. I was right there in reach of my goal for my first year, to make a good impression on everybody and to make a good goal for myself to keep beating that record. But anyway, that sums up my life about track. And I think that my goal is to maybe become the fastest person in the world. Thank you.